U.S. Open 9 ball. He's a former Stony Cup MVP, and on it goes. Dennis Hatch. And his opponent, Waterville, Maine.
From Buffalo, right? Dennis Hatch.
Yeah, I worked with him. He was like 10 years old. His mother used to drop him off at the pool room after school to get some lessons.
You worked with quite a bit of the players, Danny. Through your times, you worked with quite a bit of the players. Can you hear me in your headset, Dan?
Not as good as I'd like.
How about now, Danny? Can you hear me a little bit better?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had a runner-up finish here at Turning Stone not too long ago. And I know he has many wins out in his part of the country on the West Coast as well as the rest of the country. He's sponsored by Cahoe Tips, Quality Billiards, and Dave Witzel Custom Cues, Louis Elder. And his opponent from Endicott, New York, a regular here at Turning Stone. He's a co-owner of Guys and Dolls Billiards in Endicott, New York, Rick Brandis. Up here on 10 from Wellington, Florida. He's a top 10 ranked American player. He's a professional coach and trainer. He's sponsored by Kamui Tips and miscues, Mr. Hunter Lombardo. And his opponent from Brooklyn, New York, the former Tri-State Tour Player of the Year. There's a lot of high finishes on our tour, the Bettis Tour, and all the other tours in this part of the country might get now. All right, table 11 from Harvard Grace, Maryland.
Let me run down some of Mike Zuglin's sponsors that he has. AZ Billiards, PoolOnTheNet.com, Joss Cues, of course, Dan Hydrick Custom Cues, some Sarah Cues, QZ, Tiger Products, Q Shark, Simonis Cloth, and OB Cues. And of course, we'd like to thank the Tap League as the sponsors and Lacoste Cues. Without them, this wouldn't be possible.
Yeah, I'm getting sharked by Mike Zuglin's announcing. I have things to say. I want to make sure you hear them properly. And it has to do with the Make It Happen tournament that Pat Fleming had. And it was a great thing for the sponsors and for the game. So anybody interested, get a hold of Pat. 800-828-0397. Get involved with the Make It Happen because it's going to be a big thing. Top players in the world. We just finished the 8-ball. It was the greatest 8-ball you ever could see. And that's what's going to happen with one pocket. That's going to be next. So
coming up in the April-March area, right? Somewhere in that area, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have the one pocket in March, but anybody interested, it's well worth your sponsorship.
And the game show's coming back next Wednesday. Pat will be back with the game show. He hasn't been running the game show due to tournaments, and he's been out there on the road. But he reassured everybody that next Wednesday that the game show will be starting again. And you can tune into hackeystats.com, ACCU-STATS.com.
Owner of Rack's Pool Room and Grill in West Hempstead, New York. We're going to have 2 stops at his room again, November 10th and 11th, and then again April 20th and 21st of next year. Mr. Holden Chin. Good luck, guys. All right, on 13 from Baybrook, New York, former New England Open champ. A lot of wins to his credit throughout his career in this part of the country. Mr. Earl Herring, and his opponent is the current Ocean State 9-ball championship winner. Multi-winner on our Joss Northeast 9-ball tour, Tommy D'Alfonso. Good luck. Up here on 15, we have Verona, California. His brother, he's sponsored by Ozone Billiards out of San Diego, California, Joshua Allman. And his opponent from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, he's our defending champion, Shane Ramboni. And they can be very distracting. And if you plan on taking any pictures, it's okay.
Mike was going to try to get in a free practice lag. That should be illegal. I mean, they should just lag. I don't think someone should be allowed to practice it before the match. But anyway, here we go. We're going to start now. Great match.
Well, let's see the outcome with all the practice.
Yeah, I like the yellow. Maybe not. It's a tie. The yellow won by a smidge. You people know what a smidgen is?
Dennis Hatch just tipped his finger on some of his saliva to clean off some of the spots on the ball, and Mike was over there scoping him out like,
well,
what do you give me a spitball?
Yeah, you hit the ball on that mark, it's going to skid. See, Dennis
Yeah.
is showing us.
Yep.
The balls have little things sticking on them, 2 little marks, and if you happen to cut the ball on that mark, it'll skid. It won't cut. It'll hold together for a split second, and it'll look like you missed an easy shot, but it's a skid, we call it. Got to clean the balls.
They're picking up scuff marks off the leather of the pockets. And
Yeah,
Dennis is
that's
trying
what
to
happens.
clean them off.
That's what happens. Yeah, got to clean that. Dennis came over to the booth with the 1 ball and the 5 ball, and they both had little black patches of maybe like Upstate Ale said. You know,
Scuff marks, yeah.
Scuff marks from the leather pockets, or it's not even leather, it's like plastic black. Little of that gets on the ball. If you hit it on that point, you're not going to like the result. Okay, they're having a discussion. Last time they played, they had some discussion.
Yes, this is the norm.
Yeah,
This is definitely the norm.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like we were going to need a referee. to
Well,
break it up.
Mike was just telling Dennis, if you're going to rack him, you know, that high or that low, he says, then I'm going to rack him the same way. I just want to let you know it's okay by me, but just reassure yourself I'm going to give you the same type of rack.
And of course, our rules here are the opponent has to rack them, except if you agree to, you know, both players have to agree they could rack their own balls as long as they agree. But the standard rules are your opponent racks them.
Well, here we go. The sparks are about to fly
Well,
as
let me
Mike
tell you.
Dechaine steps up.
Mike was breaking them yesterday, not hard, and he was getting results. Oh, that one he whacked, and he got some results. Look at this. They tied up.
What we did notice last night, Danny, in the last couple of sets, was the wing balls going in the bottom right-hand corner. And that's what happened just now.
He made 2 balls.
Yeah.
Now, he could shoot this one to the right pocket and go right at the 9 and 4, and he could even, it's free. See it? Well, except he caught the point. It was not free now, but if it didn't hit the point, he would have been perfect on that 2. Well, whatever he does, see, I wouldn't cut the 2 here. I'm going to kick the 2 1 rail so that I don't open that 4-9. You see it? You don't want to. He can hit the 2.
I like kicking it off with a lower rail.
Yeah, the end rail.
Oh, he's just going to drift.
I don't like this.
He's going to drift behind the
I don't
4-9
like
here.
I don't like it. I
gotta
like
hold
it
it.
less now. No, he wasn't supposed to do that. He's supposed to kick lightly at the 2. Might have knocked it behind the 6.
Or trap the cue ball behind
Yeah.
the 4-9, yeah. That's a better shot. Any case, Dennis looks like he has a piece of this 4 ball. Not
Yeah.
makeable, but
Yeah,
he can play
he
it
can
good
hit
safe.
it. He can hit it. See, this is Mike Dechaine's fault there because he let him do that. And the balls are open now, so if anything goes astray now, he can forget this first game.
Like that.
Yeah, he's going to get punished. He used bad judgment, and he got punished so far. And the 9 looks like it's in the way of the 4, but it's not. See where he put the cue ball? He put the cue ball just to see that he had room to make it. So now get the 2, 3 out of the way. The 5 is sitting good. I mean, you know, you fall on the 4, you're going to get to the 5 easily. You don't even have to do much with the 4.
Yeah, he's got to get the cue ball on that long rail straight as possible on that 4 just to draw back for the 5.
I'm sure he'll do that. Dennis,
not that much room in there. He's got to get pretty good.
Dennis, when he's playing every day and in stroke, no one on earth has to beat him.
Agreed. When he's definitely punching gears, nobody has to. Like Mike, yesterday Mike played Jason Klatt and beat Jason Klatt 9-0. I mean, Mike was just on fire. There's nothing Jason can do but sit there and watch.
He got on the 50-yard line. I don't know if he can cut it to the left and kill it. You don't want it to bounce much. Oh, he's going to draw it one rail now. Watch out, pocket. Ooh. That'll get your backer nervous. So he got perfect, though. But he's got that kind of stroke. He could do anything out there. Now he's just got to draw the ball back. Oh. He miscued. Well, he miscued, so this game might be history. Bad time to miscue. You got all the work done in the rack. There was going to be no more problems. Little 6-9 combination. Well, Mike's got to do the same thing behind his back. See, Dennis was left-handed. That should have never happened. That's the behind the back shot. And I'll tell you, years ago, we had a guy, Cornbread Red, a lot of people might know him. He played great behind his back. He used to play good players. Behind his back, they played forward. Unbelievable what he could do.
Alex Pagalian, too. Plays behind his back fairly well. Mike's got a little, I hope he's got a little angle here to come around for the 6 ball.
Well, I don't think he has to come around. You know, there's nowhere to go. Just take the shot on the 6. That's it.
Okay, he was straight.
Yeah, this is good enough.
Mike Dechaine looking to draw first blood here.
Yeah, I imagine he will. Number 1, Mike Dechaine winning 1-0 against Dennis Hatch. Now what Dennis has to do is he has to forget that last inning. He can't dwell on that. That one's gone.
Oh, he's been working on that tip since he was back from the table in his chair, so he's going to be pretty confident that the tip is going to not miscue the next time he's up there.
Well, I don't blame the tip. I'm sorry about that. See, over the years, when a player starts looking at the tip and keeps on looking at, that's for a backer purpose. He has to let the backer know that it was the tip, not him. But basically it was him. You could shoot with no chalk on the tip and not miscue. So it was a bad stroke.
You mean if a photographer takes a bad picture, he can't blame it on the camera?
Right.
Okay, good deal.
But every player will do that. You know, it isn't like he had to do something extreme. He didn't. I better get in because yesterday they heard me. I've been having trouble lately with players hearing me while I'm doing commentary.
Those of you who just tuned in, you are watching the Turning Stone Classic 19 from the Turning Stone Casino in Verona, New York. You're watching 2 magnificent players here, Mike Dechaine in the red shirt and Dennis Hatch in the black and white striped shirt.
And I'm Danny DiLiberto for Acustats Video Production, and this is Upstate Al. How he got that name, I don't know, but that's what we know about him. He's Upstate Al.
The wing ball almost went in, then got kicked in.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. He's got position. I don't know how much angle he has, but it looks.
It doesn't matter. He's got to follow it all the way down table anyway.
No.
Isn't
No.
this the 2 down here?
That's the 2, but
Yeah.
if you follow it all the way down, the 9 enters it. If you got an angle to make it in the side, you'll go to the 2 in the other pocket, and then you're not going to be snookered at all. Going forward here is going to be tough.
He's got to go down if he wants a shot on the 2, though.
But he can shoot it in the side.
No,
play.
that's the 4 ball in the middle of the table.
Oh,
Danny.
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
the 2 ball's all the way
yeah.
down by the 9.
Okay, we got it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, going
Yeah,
forward.
the 9 comes into effect here,
Yeah.
definitely. He's got to get good position.
Well, he took the cut on it. See, he didn't want to gamble on going behind the 9, so he was happy to get this because
Better percentages.
he needed an angle anyway to get from the 2 to the 3. He's got it now, but you don't want to run into the 9. The only way you can go wrong is running into the 9. Nice shot.
Watch the 5.
Yep, you watch it. It might have got him. I don't know. Well, even if it has him.
By the
He
look
can
on his
kick.
face, it looks like it does have him.
Well, it was tricky position because you had to avoid the 9. What's he doing? Banking this? He might be banking this. He did.
And banked it quite well.
Yeah, that was a good try anyway. Yeah, the position from the 2 to the 3 was a little tricky, and he brushed the 5, and that is what went in front of the 3 ball. You know, if he didn't hit the 5, he would have been fine. But however,
Then it's still
this is
working
how
on the
it's
tip,
set.
huh?
Yeah. He's just telling everybody that's why he miscued. All right. Yeah, he's got to forget that other inning and try to tie this ball game up here. No problem here. The 8 to the 9 is easy. No problem at all. Just don't miscue.
I'm sure he's not going to miscue this time.
Perfect. And he's left-handed. He's going to have to put a little bit of left-hand English. When he hits that end rail with the cue ball, it's going to have to turn left towards the 8. He wants to get straight in. You see the juice he had on that? Well,
Yeah.
he's got an angle now, so I think he's going to play the 8 and the 9 in the same pocket.
Watch his speed. He's good.
He's fine.
All right, folks, we're tied at 1. We are racing to 9. On each side of the table, standing room only. The crowd is gathering here early in this afternoon to watch this match.
Well, like I said, this could very well have been a final match for the whole tournament. So the loser here is going to have to battle on the loser's side, and you play a lot more games once you're on the loser's side. Well, I've been saying it for years. I think the players are far too particular on the rack. Far too particular. I mean, I would love to know the stats, how many balls they make on the break if they're not racked perfectly versus all of them tight. I guarantee you there's no difference. He don't like it. This is what Mike Zuglin was saying at the meeting. The people don't want to watch guys doing this. They want to see the play. Get out of the way and let them break them.
And then you have the spectators that like this.
I don't believe that.
Sure you do.
I don't believe that. You find me spectators who want to watch them do this.
Yeah, it's sort of like watching a hockey game and guys throwing the gloves off.
Yeah. I think they're far too particular.
Okay, tied at 1. Dennis Hatch said he had a break in game 3.
Well, he didn't get the wing ball,
Didn't get any ball.
and he left the one in the side. And if he can, well, the position is going to be a little tricky, but he does have a shot, and they are all open. Mike played real well yesterday.
Yeah, that's the match I was just talking about.
He won 9-0 against a great player.
Yeah.
Jason Cladd of Toronto, of Canada. He beat him 9-0. Oh,
Good shot.
very good. Now what do? You're going to run into the 9. I shoot this softly. You might even billiard the 9 in. It's not going to affect position to the 3. Roll this in, go ahead and hit the 9. You're going to have position. I think. No, he got it. I think he's got it. I thought it would glance a little more, but he's all right.
It's a good thing he didn't roll it any slower. He would have been trapped up behind the 8 if he's not trapped up right now. Kind of looks like he has the whole ball.
Yeah, he's got it. The whole thing is position now.
Yeah, well, he's going to either elect to play the 4-7 combination
I don't think so.
or come back out 2 rails.
I think he can go 2 rails and take the cut on the 2 and on the 4. Or he's going to pound it.
He's
one
gonna
rail.
punch it, yeah.
He's going to pound it. He's got a powerful stroke.
Oh, he did. He punched it and went to 2 rails.
But he didn't want to hit the ball, but I think he's got it anyway.
He's going from the hot oil right into the frying pan, even further now.
I don't think so. I think he's okay.
He's going to come back around.
No, if he can hit the 6, he's going to go 2 rails forward off it. Well, that was all right. He hit it thin, so it didn't affect the pat. He's fine.
Back in line.
He's fine. And he plays a little right-handed, too. That's very important for you people out there, man. If you're beginning, play both hands. It's very important. You don't have to use that bridge. You have better feel, better speed. Yeah, he's going to go 2 rails to the 8 now. Nicely done. He's still got to do a little work because he got a little funny angle. He's going to have to hit the end rail or draw at 1 rail. But I think he has enough angle to go 1 rail.
Yeah, just go 1 rail.
Yeah.
Right back and put the 9 into the same pocket.
Nicely done.
Good shooting. Mike Dechaine now leads 2-1. We are racing to 9. Watching some really great pool playing right here, folks.
Well, anyway, the point I made is, after they got them all where Dennis was happy the way they were racked, he didn't make a ball. So, I think they're too particular. I mean, he didn't make a ball and he accepted it, so it must have been a good rack. There we go again. Okay, the 1 ain't froze. Now he's pushing it there. Well, Dennis thinks it's okay because he pushed the cue ball down there. But Mike is, this is no good. I'm sorry, folks. This is no good.
Mike just went through every connecting joint on every ball in that rack.
Not necessary.
Here we go. Let's see the wing ball. Watch the 8. Right in the corner pot. Oh, it spit it back out. was firing in.
He made a ball though, but it looks like the 4 ball is a little tied up. Might play a free combination 4-9 if he gets the 2 and the 3. Position to the 3 is going to be 2 rails off the 2. A little below center, a little bit of left, and you're going to go 2 rails on the inside of the 5. See where he's aiming? Then he's looking at the 4-9 combination already because he feels confident in running the 2 and the 3.
For those of you that are tuning in, the up-and-coming players, what Danny DiLiberto was talking about is the caliber of play you're watching right now. These players are thinking 1, 2, and sometimes 3 balls ahead.
He knew he was going to make the 2 and the 3, and he wanted to see where to get on the 4, but he didn't get good on the 3 to get to the 4 now. You know, he's going to have to go 3 rails maybe at the 4, or hit the 7, he'd be all right too. Well, he's got the 4 in the opposite pocket, which counts. But he didn't want to get this. He was looking to play a combination 4-9, and he didn't fall on the 3 good enough for that.
Stuck on the rail. You're looking to bump the 9.
Oh, I don't know about that. No, he's going to have to do something amazing here because I don't think he can get by the 9 and go to the 5 ball. Good shot. What a good shot. The soft little draw with the wrong English, went 2 rails, and he's got a chance to run out now.
Not only run out, he got a chance to go ahead another game. He's already up 2-1.
Yeah. It's all right. You're talking about great players here. 2 or 3 games isn't insurmountable, you know, the way they break and run. Well, I think he has to go to the 7 in the side. I don't know if it passes the 9, but I think if it's close, you got to go to the side. I think he's going to go 2 rails for the 7 in the side. That's what he did, and he's got an angle now to get as close as he wants to the 8. No problem here. Well, he would have liked a little more angle, so it would have been natural position, but now he's got to draw the ball, which he did nicely.
There you have it. Mike Dechaine now leads in this match by a score of 3-1 over Dennis Hatch.
Dennis just racked him and went and sat down. He said, I ain't going to bother with all this looking stuff. But Mike is far the better so far on the break. You know, he keeps making that. There it is. It flew in. Where are you, 1? He don't have a good shot on the 1. And look where the 2 is. So we're going to see some safety play here.
He's got a lot of blockers right there with the 4, 3, and 6 sitting up on the top of the table.
Yeah, see here you wouldn't want to push because you're giving the guy the chance to play safe, your opponent. Here, even though you don't have a shot, you don't want to push. Because I think he's going to cut the 1 on the left, bank like maybe behind the 6 and 3, and the cue ball's going long. So he's got a lot of ways to snooker Dennis here. Cut it on the left side and go 2 rails. That's what he did. See all the balls he had to get the 1 with, and then the cue ball's going behind him also. So he got Dennis here. Dennis doesn't have a problem hitting it, but he isn't going to make it. The only problem here for Mike is the 2 is tied up. So no matter what happens here, he's not going to get the 1 and 2 very easily. good hit. Good speed. He played that guy.
Don't want it too close to the pocket. Mike will go
right.
rail first.
That's what I always say to the public out there. When you're playing a good player and you're snookering him, don't put that object ball near a pocket because he's going to break your heart many times. Yeah, he's got rail first, but
I don't know. The one ball looks like it's sitting a little low towards
no,
the
he can
short.
draw the ball and get the cue ball to bank a little sharper. No, he's got.
Yeah.
He's going to cut this in. You know, and if you don't have the natural angle, draw the ball to get it out a little further when it hits the rail. And he scratched.
No, he made the
Oh,
two
he
ball.
made- oh, that
and
was-
got position on the 3.
He made the ball. I didn't see the rest of the shot, but he didn't get position on anything. This is not position, folks.
Well, he's got a shot.
He's got a cut in the side, and the cue ball's flying around. Watch out the scratch in the other side. Oh, he has the 3, and he made a great shot. Look at the 4. I'm getting the colors a little mixed.
That's all right, Danny. We're with you.
Great shot. Great shot.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Well, Dennis is really getting punished for that miscue. And that was an hour ago.
He's got the right angle to come back down for the 7.
Yeah, this is what you need. A little below center. Pound it in, and you want to get straight in on the 7, and he'll get an easy shot on the 7, no doubt. Pretty good.
Mike Dechaine running away with this set. Now leads 4-1 over Dennis Hatch. We're racing to 9 here. You're watching the Turning Stone Classic 19. Watching two fabulous players go at it. One miscue from Dennis turned this whole match around. We were 1-1, knotted 2-1, and ever since then, it's been all Mike Dechaine.
And he's breaking very well. And all Dennis can do is sit in a chair and hope he doesn't make a ball once. Yeah, we got a pretty good early crowd here. Beautiful auditorium for pool because the seats are elevated and you can see every table actually.
Oh yeah, what a great venue this is. And a lot of people got up early to come down and sweat these matches.
And all these tables, 16 tables, 16 lights, they got it all in here in 2.5 hours.
The wing ball jarred up.
Yeah, well, Dennis, you got the break you wanted. Now you got to take advantage. It isn't too bad. 4-2 with you breaking, you're in the match. But you have to run the balls.
And what a great day it is out, Danny, to get. I mean, if you're in the area and you want to travel up and watch a great tournament, it's absolutely free for any spectators to come in and
Yeah, if you're in
observe.
the area, come here. The players would be glad to greet you. Top players in the world are here.
Autographs, posters given out. Come on by.
Oh, he's going too far. Oh, no, he's all right. He's all right. He's going to play the combination. Don't snooker yourself. The 2 is going to hang. So you got to
slow.
play
Nice
position
and
for
slow.
that pocket. Oh, well, the 8 almost went in the way, but it didn't. And he's big and tall, so he can reach this. He's going to draw it on the inside of the 8, I believe.
Watch the speed.
Uh-oh.
He might have got
He
himself.
went behind the 5.
He got himself.
You know. Well, there was a rumor that Dennis hasn't been playing much. I don't see him playing much in Buffalo. Dennis plays in a pool room called Bison Billiards, 3 miles from the pool room I play in, Classic Q, but every now and then he'll come to Classic Q. He hit the ball. Did he scratch? That's a shame. He hit the tree, but, you know, once you snookered yourself, anything bad happens, you deserve it.
That was a fairly easy kick, though, and he just feathered the 3.
Yeah, but good as the kick. The whole game was lost when he snookered himself. You know, he didn't have to kick safe. So, meanwhile, Mike has a good start here. The balls all lead to each other. Look at this.
Yeah.
And the 8 to the 9 is automatic, so he just has to fall on the 5 in the side. He would like to get straight on it. You know, he wouldn't want this angle because he'll be a little too far on the 6. Not that he can't overcome it, but he wants to get straight in on the 5. Pretty good. It's not exactly straight in, but it's full enough where he isn't going to go far away from the 6. Needs a little angle on the 6 to get off the rail. That's all he needs here. Well, he put the little trick reverse on it.
Yeah. Kill the cue ball a little bit.
Yeah. He didn't have running English. That's why the cue ball didn't go way on the other side of the table. He's got an angle now. He wants to get straight in on the 8 and don't go in the side pocket. Watch out for the side. He's going forward.
2 rails, right back out. Almost straight in. Be
Well,
okay, too.
He didn't quite get straight in, so, you know, he might have to. He could kill this ball, but I don't know. He might just play the 8 and the 9 in the same pocket now. That's what he's going to do. He's playing one pocket now with the 8-9. Get it? That's because he didn't get straight in, but that was no problem for a player like this. Yeah, Dennis can do nothing but sit there.
Mike Dechaine opening up that spread. Now leads in this match 5-1. We had a miscue by Dennis, and then we had Dennis overrun the 3 ball, I believe, and get trapped up behind the 5.
And then on his break, he didn't do any good.
2 mistakes cost him 4 games.
Well, Mike likes the rack.
Watch the 6.
It
Right
keeps
into the corner.
going in. The
Yeah.
cue ball's going to the end.
Pushing the 5 and
The cue ball was going towards that pocket.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have anything here. I don't think.
yeah, he's got the shot.
You think the 2 goes by the 3?
Yeah, I'm right down the line of fire here.
It's awful close, and he's on the rail, and the position would be tough if he makes it.
Well, lucky for him that the 3 ball's down this side of the table, so he doesn't have to do much but make this 2 ball.
Is that all? He's not. He's almost on the rail.
Yeah.
Wow, what a stroke!
Just fired it in with the no fear gear on.
That's youth.
There you go.
That's youth. Now he's got to fire another one in. What are we doing? Taking a break? We got no breaks. You can go to.
Yes, you can take the restroom break.
You can go to the bathroom, but you can't go out and smoke. And Mike made it clear.
That
Mike
you will
Zuglin,
right.
you get disqualified if he catches you out there smoking.
Correct.
No smoke break, but he's not going to stop you from going to the bathroom. And you can only do it on your inning. If Dennis was up, you couldn't leave.
Absolutely.
And we're getting all the rules straight here. Good tournament, 128 of the best.
And waiting list. People waiting to play, just in case there was any cancellations.
Yeah.
Strong field.
Yeah, we had people waiting to get in this tournament. It's encouraging. 128 players, that's a pretty good field.
From all around the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shane
And we got some Canadians here.
yeah.
So we'll talk about the make it happen stuff again. You know, a couple weeks ago we played Make It Happen 8-ball tournament in Edison, New Jersey, Pat Fleming's baby, and it was a very successful tournament. Great 8-ball. You couldn't see any better 8-ball played. It was on.
Who were some of the players that were there?
Darren Appleton, Alex Pagulayan, Johnny Archer, Corey Dool.
Wow.
Great field.
Yeah. Efren
Efren
Reyes.
Reyes. Well, I didn't want to say poor Efren because Efren didn't have a good tournament. Rare thing. He wound up 0-5 in the tournament.
That's rare.
Yeah. But you got some youthful players that don't miss. Alex Pagulayan, man, he's probably the best all-around player in the world right now if you throw in snooker. Well, Mike Dechaine is back, wiping his hands. He's not quite straight in, but it's straight enough where he can control the cue ball.
After popping that 2-ball in and being on the rail with the cue ball in that shot, there should be no problem from here.
Well, he don't want to get straight in, so all he has to do is stop the ball. He'll have the right angle to go down to the 7. But he didn't do it. That break hurt him.
And 2 straight on the floor, basically. But look at this.
Yeah, he got a little lucky so far. Dennis doesn't like it, but he has a pretty good save. Cut the 3 into the 9. You might go right behind the 8 and the 7. At least leave distance. That's what he has. He doesn't have a possible offensive shot here. He's going to cut the 3 into the 9 where the 3 doesn't go anywhere. When it hits the 9, it'll stop there. And then he's going to go all the way down where he's pointing. All you do here is leave this. He's playing the 3 off the 9 and drawing back for the 4. Yeah. Same result. You know, the thing is, if the 3 went in, he had the 4. And if he didn't go in, the guy is a mile away. This is no bargain. You might not even shoot this.
A mile away. I don't know if he has the whole 3-ball either.
Well, I think he's got it, but position is impossible. He can't draw the ball. I wouldn't even shoot this. Well, he's trying to jack up and draw the ball. Very tough shot. Very tough shot.
He's either jacking up to draw the ball or just trying to curve the ball a
I
little
wouldn't
bit.
even shoot this. Overcut the 3, bank it to the left of the 8, and knock it all the way down towards where he is now with the 4. You don't shoot this. It's a loser. You don't win if you make it, and you can lose if you miss it. And it's so difficult. What he's going to try to jack up and draw at 1 rail. If he does this,
he might be jumping over a piece of the 4-ball.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he feathered the 4-ball. It's a foul. He didn't have full ball.
He feathered the 4.
Yeah.
Dennis got to be happy about this. Dennis has to get started. He's got an easy start here. I don't see anything wrong here. Well, 5-2 is not insurmountable, especially if Dennis can get something going with the break.
Yeah.
So far, the break has been fickle for him.
5-2 is better than 6-1, that's for sure. 5-2 is outscoring Mike Dechaine over Dennis Hatch so far in this set. We'll race into 9.
That's Upstate Ale talking.
All right, back to the racking procedure here.
Okay, Mike Dechaine likes it, and Dennis isn't even going to check now. He's
I wouldn't say that yet.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going down there to break him. No, he went down there to get the chalk, and he said, as long as I'm going to get the chalk, I'm going to look at the rack. But Apparently he likes it. Well, why isn't the end ball going in for him?
Well, I believe Mike's breaking from the opposite side of the table. Yeah.
Yeah. The 6 is going to bank if the 3 gets out. Nope. But you're right. See, I always tell people that you got 2 different things to watch to find out where the best spot to break him is. You what? You and your opponent. If he's successful what he's doing, you got to do it. And he's not. Like you say, he's on the other side. Well, he's got to bank this towards the 8 and go all the way down.
Or bank the 1 just to make it.
I don't mean bank it to make it. No, he's bank it at the 8 and try to leave him long, which he did. He may have been trying to bank it, but it didn't go by the 8. Dennis got to cut the 1 into the 8. The 1 won't go anywhere. Good shot. You got to try to snooker him.
Or the 4. Trying to get behind 1 of the 4 or the 6 down there.
He didn't snooker him. Back, Mike Dechaine's liable to cut this in. It's a thin hit, but I don't know about a good safe here. I think he's going to shoot.
If he could thin this 1 ball on the right side of the 1, he's going to play safe behind the 6-4. If he can head
Maybe.
up.
You got the pocket to go in, too. He's shooting your shot, but I thought he should have shot there, but he did it nicely. He left the 1, by the way. The 1 is shootable in the right-hand corner.
Oh, that's the 2-6 in that bottom left-hand corner. Okay.
Tough shot, and position is tough, but he needs to do something. He didn't even try to shoot it. Did he snooker him? Yeah, I think he got him. I think he got him with the 7.
I think Mike might be able to play this off the rail. I'm not certain.
No, I don't think so.
If not, it's a fairly easy kick from behind.
It is, and if you kick it right, you can snooker Dennis, but you don't want to open the 2. Leave the 2 where it is. I think he got him. I think he snookered him. Dennis has a 2-rail kick. Whatever you do here, don't move that 2. That's the only thing saving you. Don't move the 2. He opened it. Oh, he didn't quite.
He played a great shot there.
Yeah, he did. Great shot. Except, even with ball in hand, you don't have a guarantee to run out because of that 2 ball.
Mike Dechaine in a position where he has to jack up and mass say this around just to get the angle to hit the 1.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to give him ball in hand. It's the only way you can go wrong. But he hit it, and he didn't sell it out. Look at the 2. Even if Dennis banks this 1, he's not going to have a shot on the 2. I cut it and try to go at the 5 and 3 and 9. Perfect. Perfect. And again, this isn't as great a shot with the 2 tied up. Well, he keeps kicking and hitting.
Yeah. But, you know, if Dennis does get ball in hand here, you can just follow this cue ball down and play a safe off the 2, you know, and stick the cue ball behind the 6.
Well, let's see. If he gets ball in hand, I think he can do more than that. But if he does get ball in hand, he will have a chance to really put Dechaine in a bad spot. Yeah. Now you want to come all the way down to about where the 9 is, shoot the 2, and snooker him with the 6. I don't know if he can hit those and get an advantage. Let's see what he decides.
Dennis is a pretty aggressive player. He can shoot to just nudge the 2 out, which is risky, real risky.
Well, it isn't so risky if...
Well, look at this.
He's going to try to get him on 3. That's Absolutely. What he's doing. Not a bad idea if you get him good on this one. He did get him good. Mike has a long rail, one rail kick.
I don't know if he can.
Yeah, he's going to have to spin it left with left-hand English on the right side of the 8 if he's going to go at hitting it. And again, whatever you do, don't move that 2. That 2 is saving you.
I'm not sure if he's going to attempt to jump this. That's
Well,
what he's going to do.
Oh, I don't like this. You can't gain anything. The kick is just as good as this.
How about kicking it right in the
Yeah,
hole?
okay, how
and
about-
now you're on 2.
How about kicking your wallet?
Now you're on
No.
2.
See, jumping and kicking there were the same thing as far as I'm concerned. You weren't going to get an advantage by pocketing it. And he got punished. Now, Dennis has got him on 2, and he could snap. You got to freeze him on the 6.
Yeah, you got to cut all angle down.
If you freeze him on the 6, you take away 3/4 of the table kicking. Oh, he's playing a 9 and going to snucker him too. Not a bad idea. See, he's going to shoot the 9, draw back behind the 6. This is a good shot.
Great
better.
shot by Dennis Hatch, putting him right back in the swing of things.
Yeah, 5-3 isn't real bad. Well, that's all because Shane didn't want to kick at that 1. He jumped and bad stuff happened. Nothing to gain jumping the ball that time.
As the score gets a little closer, I think there's going to be a little more inspection of the pack. They'll be down there checking it out. Not that they're doing anything to anybody, to each other at all.
No. Pretty tough to do anything.
Well, let's see if Dennis changes his. All right, he just changed the side. No,
he's
he went
going back over there again. I don't know why. Mike's making balls from the other side. Let's see what happens this time. He made the 1 in the side. He's got a shot at the 2, but to the 3 is going to be a little bit tricky. Yeah, you don't have to fall. He made 2 balls, by the way, but
He's going to have to pound this and come back out, so he has a shot on the 3.
nothing easy here. Looks like he's dead straight in on the 2. He's going to try to draw the ball almost to the middle of the table and take the cut on the 3. He overdid it. Now I think you want to go cut the 3 and go behind the 7.
He's looking to get aggressive. Looks like he's going to bank it.
I don't know about the bank, but
It's laying
he's
pretty
seeing
good.
it differently. Well, he'll have position if it goes. And it went. Good shot, Dennis. It's like you said, Dennis is aggressive, and he's fighting back in this game here. I should say the match.
Good speed.
Perfect. He's got the angle now to get straight in on the 6, which you need. You don't need a cut on the 6, or you'll lose the cue ball to the 8 or the 7. So he wants to get straight in on the 6. Which he did. Now he doesn't want to get straight in on the 7. The only way you can go wrong is getting straight in, but he'll have an angle. Make sure of the angle. That's what he did.
Good shot. Dennis Hatch pulling within 1. Mike Dechaine still leading in this match 5-4. And it is a race to 9.
This is a pretty even match. I mean, even before we started, you have to rate it a toss-up. And they're proving that right now. He doesn't like the rack.
Well, like I said, as the score gets a little nip and tuck, gets a little closer.
You're right, Al.
Yeah, there's going to be a little bit more of it, Danny.
Yeah, you were right. You were right last year once.
One time. Then it's back to the same side of the table. Made
Well,
the one again in the side pocket.
Yeah,
He might have found a
amazing.
little
Where are
something.
you two? Where are you? There
Right
he
in front of
is.
him,
That was called position while you wait.
wide open.
Yeah, they're open. You got to fall on the 3.
He's just got the long stretch here on the 2.
Well, he's a pretty big guy. He don't even need the bridge. Well, maybe he does.
Yeah, if he fouls any of the balls,
Oh, he don't like the. No, that ain't how to do it, Dennis. Get the bridge, Dennis. Dennis looked up at me. I think he heard me. He doesn't play real well right-handed, but he's going to have to get the bridge. He's fighting not to get the bridge. That's pretty dumb. Look, he wants to do this without seeing the right angle. I don't care for that. He got perfect. That's what happens when you're long and rangy. You know, he could reach it. Well, no problems now. 8 to the 9 would be the only thing Mike Dechaine can hope goes wrong. Got to shoot the 6, hit it as full as possible, and draw the ball a little bit.
wants to leave a little angle. Even stop right there is fine. You need a little angle, so just to bounce off the rail. You don't want to be too straight. It's not that crucial right here at this point because the 8's wide open at the top. All right, letting out a stroke a little bit.
Yeah, I think he's got enough angle to hit the side rail and go one rail to the 9.
Dennis Hatch tying this up at 5. 55 was staying alive. Race to 9. You are watching the Turning Stone Classic.
And right now,
19.
Right now it's a race to 4.
Yeah, we're racing to 4. Right now, at the Turning Stone Casino and Resort here in Verona, New York, you're watching two great players go at it.
Wait a minute. Dennis is putting
Switching.
the cue ball over there. He's just had success 2 in a row. He made the 1 in the side. Now he's switching.
Well, maybe he's thinking that the rack might switch a little bit at this time of the game. Two great players. The spectators are just gathered around this one table down here. You know, Dennis being one of the local favorites of a lot of the spectators here.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
he
about
switched up.
150 miles to Buffalo, which
He
is,
switched up again. The 1 didn't go. The wing ball didn't go. Nothing went.
and he left the 1. Well, he's going to have to roll this kind of soft to get to the 2.
Well, 2's down here by the 9,
okay,
Danny.
okay. He's going to, I don't know, a lot of traffic. I don't think he could miss all those balls and get to the 2. I don't think he can, you know, the 3 is in the way, the 6 is in the way, the 5 is in the way. It's tough to pass up a shot when you have a pretty clear pocket, but in this case, I might not even think about shooting this one. Position to the 2 is pretty difficult. You got a lot of traffic.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah, he can bank this one.
And leave
to
Whitey right there.
Yeah, a little to the left.
He's going for the shot here.
Well, he's going to have to get awful lucky. See, he had so much obstruction that He hit 2 of them, not 1 of them. Not bad, you know. He can bank this ball towards the 3 and play safe. You know, hit the cue ball a little low, bank it towards the 3. You might go 1 rail behind the 5, but the main thing here is to get the 2 up to the end. No, he wants to shoot. Look at this.
He's jacked up and he's trying to get comfortable.
He's shooting the combination, I believe. I don't like this.
Well, it's a two-way shot.
Oh,
You made the
two-way. You
went for the
sleep on
9.
the street or you sleep on the bench. That's a two-way shot there.
Well, not only that, this is for the Moscone points, isn't it?
I don't know. Does
Yeah,
this
this qualified.
count?
Yeah, this qualifies
counts
for the Moscone points. Yeah.
Okay.
You're watching 2 of the Moscone players.
Of course, a couple years ago, Dennis was the MVP when the United States won. We got his picture all over the pool room in Buffalo. You know, his mouth wide open with his fists up in the air. He loved it. He loved it. He even got sentimental. He had tears.
I watched it. I was watching it online. Sports TV, is that what it was?
Yeah, he was
Not
the
mistaken.
spark plug of the American team. It looks like he's got a good chance to go ahead for the first time in this match since the opening game anyway. Good shot. He can go 2 rails to the 6. He's got a little angle. He would have liked to have a little more, but I think he can go 2 rails to the 6. He's going to have to fire it. Missed the 9. Not bad. I called 2 rails. He didn't quite get to the 2nd rail, but he's okay. He's got an angle on the 6 to get to the 7.
All he has to do is make the 6 ball now. Hit it with the right speed. He can play the 7 right into the side. It's all road mapped right there. Just concentrate on making the 6. Natural position to come right back down for the 7 in the side pocket.
Oh, boy. He missed that terribly. Where are you, 6?
Mike Dechaine flew out of his
Oh,
seat.
look at that. I don't blame him, man. I would be expecting my opponent to run out there. He didn't hit that good. But I'll tell you what, that's the kind of shot, if you're not in dead stroke, it's a lot tougher than it looked. Mike Dechaine doesn't mind. Boy, this is kind of unexpected. Dennis just battled back and tied the match. Now he's going to go behind again, and he's going to have to watch Mike break him. Mike Brake's been working. He got just the right angle to play the 8 and 9 in the same pocket. Little below center, fire it in, and you'll play the 9 right in that same pocket where you're making the 8. Perfect.
God.
Perfect.
Well, unforced error by Dennis Hatchigan. 3rd error in this set. Cost him another game, 6-5. But Dennis fought his way back to tie it. We're racing to 9. Mike Dechaine now leads 6-5.
With his break. And he has been getting great results.
Let's see what side of the table he breaks on.
Well, why would he change? He's been having success right where the cue ball is now. Oh, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. Well, it's early in the tournament, but you don't want to get on the loser side right now because you got a world of matches to win to have any chance. And you got to play a lot of good players. Let's see if the wing ball goes.
Right into the corner pocket it went. God bless, Dan. Right into the corner pocket the wing ball went, Danny. Now why Dennis doesn't switch to that side of the table?
Well, he made balls 2 in a row from the other side, so we can't give him that excuse. Missing the 6 is an excuse. But now, how do you get to the 2 from here?
It's a sharp corner up there between that 4-6.
The 6 enters, too.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to hit that 6. I don't know if he can miss the 6. Oh, he went 3 rails
inside.
the other way. What a good shot. Man, he needs an angle, though, and he got that. Boy, that deserves some applause there. That was a great shot. Using all that reverse, tough to hit the target where you want to hit it. He's got to play for one of the combinations. Got his choice. He's playing for the 7, I guess.
Yeah, the 3-7 combo.
Oh, and he got perfect. He got perfect. Boy, Dennis is going to get punished for that miss.
This is a tough combo when you got to roll it to hold the cue ball right there so you can have a shot on a 3.
Yeah, I'll tell you how tough it is. I'm betting I'll lay 5-1 he makes it. That's how tough it is.
Boy, Danny, you got a big heart on this shot.
Yeah,
Huh?
he's got an easy shot. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know.
It's all right. You have to talk. You've been right all day. You can be wrong once.
Well, I'll go out on a limb and say Mike Dechaine out of this game. How about that?
Well,
This shot.
He's still got to go from the 6 to the 9. That ain't automatic. You know, he's got to get good on the 6 to get to the 9. He got good
He's
on
just
the
perfect.
5. He'd like to get the same angle on the 6 that he has now.
Another unforced error by Dennis Hatch is costing him 2 games, I believe. If
Might cost
Dechaine
him
can
the
get
match.
or the match.
He needs the same angle he's got right now. And he almost put it there perfectly. Look. This is how you got to play, folks. You can't just make the balls. You got to get the right angle to go to the next ball. It works actually in 3s. An angle for an angle. Here, of course, he just wants to get straight in on the 9. And he did that.
Okay, Mike Dechaine leading in this match 7-5 over Dennis Hatch.
Okay, do we know what the next match is going to be on this table? We don't know yet, folks, because we're going to find out shortly. Mike, you're making balls on the break. Mike, go ahead and break them. He's what? He's making what on the break?
The 6 was heading straight for the corner pocket and got kissed out by the 2.
Yeah, but that doesn't count.
But nevertheless,
You can't say, hey, God, the ball was going. Why did that other one get in the way? It doesn't work. So anyway,
he might have turned the speed down. Look at all the balls down at the bottom half of the table.
oh, he doesn't have a bargain here for sure. He's going to cut the 2 and hit the 8. How do you get to the 3 that way? He might double kiss the 8.
Double kiss the 4, yeah.
Oh, the 4.
Bounce
Double
back
kiss
out.
the 4. And he'll, oh, he's got the ball in the side or on a bank.
Either one will work with the 4 ball in the position where it is. If the 5 has a pocket up there where the 8 is.
Well, the 5 is sitting a little bit funny. But he could rearrange that if he makes the 3, because he'll have an angle on the 4 to do it. See, he's got an angle now to change that 5's position.
He bumped the 9 just enough to still save that pocket for the 6, too.
Yeah, well, he's got a lot of work to get to the 6.
Missed it. Same pocket he missed the 6-ball in.
But that was the one stroke, folks. See it? He got up, he pulled back and shot. You're not lined up with one stroke. All those practice strokes are lining you up better. And if you're not in gear, you're not thinking of that. But that's the reason he missed that ball. He got up, pulled back, and shot. Well, Mike
has no easy save here either.
Oh, he's got a pretty good save. Banked the ball right where the cue ball is now with a little reverse. The main thing here is distance. That's the shot.
He's looking at actually cutting the 4-ball on the right side of this 4 on your monitor and bringing the cue ball right back to where it is.
That is not the shot here. The shot
I
here
know,
is
but
what I call bank. I know you're
leave
telling
long
me
distance.
what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to bank this right where the cue ball is with a little bit of reverse so the cue ball doesn't run.
He's undecided here. He doesn't have much.
Shooting it, well, he does have something here. Maybe he doesn't play snooker. This is a great snooker safe. Can't go wrong doing it. Just get the 4 down to where the cue ball is now with a little bit of reverse. Anything else, you might get the worst of it. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. Now, I'll tell you what Dennis has. He can billiard the 9 and bank that ball the same way I just called. Bank that 4 perpendicular to the end rail and go at the 9. That's what he has. Can't shoot the ball because the 5 doesn't go.
Watch the hole.
Oh, that was a terrible shot. He's not thinking. He's not thinking.
Well, now he's going to be locked up
My
on the
shot
7
was
now.
a good shot. Maybe he heard me. I don't know. I got to be careful.
Well, that's what happens when you start carrying into balls. You got, especially when they're that close. You know, you're looking to fall into a hole.
Well, he's not even shooting the 4. He's going to try to get him on 3. Freeze him on this ball, stop all kicks.
Or at least get the 4 in a position where he can nudge the 5 apart. Looks like he did get him married to the 7 too. Cut the angle, didn't he?
Yeah, that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
You take away all the kicks. He's got a 1-rail kick the long way.
Dennis looking to go 2 or 3 rails into this 4, shooting at the short rail first.
You don't, whatever way
Or 1 rail in it.
Whatever way you go, don't hit that 5.
I don't like 1 rail in it.
I like 1 railing because that's less chance to move the 5. 2 rails, you might go off it and open things.
I like trying to at least get behind it and kicking it out. You know?
Okay, like I told Jerry yesterday, you want to play me some later?
Yeah, please, sir.
See, this is a bad way to go.
See, if he gets behind it.
Yeah, how about doing that?
Yeah, that's bad news right there.
That's why I like 1 rail. You see what went wrong?
Yeah,
He's
but he
supposed to
1 rail and he was jacked up. He had to try to hold the cue ball for that.
It doesn't
that
matter.
angle.
I don't care if you give him ball in hand, you're better off than what you just did. 2 rail was the way to open that and sell out. Wait, is he hearing me?
No, I don't believe so.
Yeah, I got to shut up.
No, he didn't hear you, Danny.
I don't know. I heard voices say I did. He heard
No,
me.
no, that's the director talking to somebody in the background.
But you see the importance of what I said. Kick lightly 1 rail at that ball so you don't open the 5.
It was a lot tougher in my
It
point of
doesn't
view.
matter. If you don't even hit it, you're better off than what you did.
Leaving the 5 tied up. But the 4
Yeah.
the 4 being up there was an easy nudge out for that 5, but
Yeah,
still
but you don't have to control it. I mean,
4 errors. 4 errors so far from Dennis is in Mike's favor, you know. And
Well, he
Mike's
didn't-
not going to let him get away with it. He's going to punish him if he,
well,
can.
he didn't get real good here. He's going to have to take the cut on the 6. He isn't going to get real good on the 6 unless he explodes with a good draw stroke, which he might do. He loves doing that. He might try to draw this one rail the length of the table.
Watch the 9. This could come into play here. And it does.
I think he was supposed to just take the cut on the 6. Now what? Well, you got to 2-rail it, stick the ball and 2-rail it to the end rail. Or
how about just bank it with speed?
Or fly it. Look at this.
And get perfect position on the 7 and the angle to get back on the 8. I mean, you can't complain.
Well, the people aren't applauding that shot because they're not from Syracuse or Buffalo. He's got a perfect angle here, 1 rail to the 9. This is all because Dennis opened that 5. Well, Mike's going to get on the hill, I would say. Right? You venture to say that?
Yeah, I want to be right at least once today, Danny.
You were right 2 hours ago.
Mike Dechaine.
On the hill, 8 to 5.
On the hill. Yeah, there you go. It's been one exciting match, that I can tell you. I'd like to see this turn around a little bit and go hill.
Oh, you want to see the supreme torture.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want both players to suffer all they could. I know how you are.
I don't think Dennis is going to let him get away with that.
Well,
okay.
Mike is looking at him. He doesn't like it again. I don't know. We ought to make some more rules, I guess, because I talk about this all the time. I don't think it's such a big deal if one of them is like a 32nd of an inch not froze. I don't think it's going to affect making balls on the break, you know. And again, people don't want to see this. And you're definitely not supposed to tap the balls. Well, Dennis put the rack underneath.
And away we go.
Yeah, here we go again. Oh, he's going to the other side now.
For what reason?
I don't know. I don't think the end ball is going. The other wing ball did. Well, he doesn't have a shot. He has pretty good safes, but he doesn't have a shot. Yeah, Dennis is not going to like where he winds up here.
Mike trying to get down behind that.
He got him.
Yeah, he got him, but
he left an edge. He left an edge, but I don't know what good that is.
It doesn't pay for Dennis to pocket this one ball. Just pays for him to kick at it and leave the cue ball up behind the 5.
Well, he doesn't have a chance to pocket it, and you can't bank it. I believe there's a kiss. He tries to bank this cross corner. He's going to get a kiss.
No, he's just going to try to play
safe. He's kicking it. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, hit the 3 ball. Unfortunate for him.
That's all right. He didn't lose his head. Except Mike's got a pretty good
2-way.
Yeah, he can bank at the 1 and probably snooker him also.
Just playing safe all the way.
Look at the 1.
Didn't hit it enough.
Yeah, he did have a chance to bank at it and have position and a safe. He hit it a little soft. So he was playing mostly safe. He didn't care about making it. Let's see what happens now, though.
Dennis is going to try to power draw this back just for the 2. Oh, wound up missing
He's
it.
not in stroke, man. You missed the ball that far. He's just not in stroke.
And every ball he missed was right in that upper left-hand corner.
Well, I don't think it has anything to do with a particular pocket.
No, but
I'm
that's, I'm
think
just saying.
he's not in gear. Oh, you're just showing statistics.
Yeah.
Well, if he makes this, he's going to get position.
Got to make sure he gets by that 8 ball. If he's coming down that side of the table.
He jumped up in the air. All right, Dennis, you're still alive. You got to do some stuff. Mike did not like that hit. He jumped straight up in the air. You can't do that, folks. You got to stay right down till the stroke is over.
All right.
Yeah, he has to get out. He's not far out of it if he can get out. 8-2 isn't, 8-6 isn't so bad. Hold it. What are you doing here?
Just creating a little angle to go back up for the 5.
He
a little
got
more
a
than what
little
he
more
wanted.
angle.
Yeah, a little more than what he
He
wanted.
might have to go 3 rails now. I don't think he could roll this. I think he's got to hit the end rail and the side rail. See it? He couldn't shoot it soft enough to hold it, so he did this.
Dennis not out of it yet.
No,
I'm
not
looking
with the
for that
way
hill match.
The way he breaks sometimes. Well, he got good here. He would have liked to have been a little straighter, but I think he can hit the side rail going forward. He'll have an angle. Nicely done.
Okay, Dennis Hatch in command of the table, pulls back another beat on his side, still trailing 8-6. Mike Dechaine in the lead.
Yeah, with the way his power break works sometimes, 2 game behind isn't so bad, except the guys on the hill. You can't afford any more mistakes. And he's made a few of those. Well, Dennis likes it, sorta. He had that it's good enough on his face look. Well,
5 ball drifting. 5 ball is
made
drifting.
it made it. Oh, look at this 2-9 combination. 2-9 combination. He's got the angle to do it. Yeah, he got good here. I expect him to win this game.
We could see a short game,
It'll
absolutely.
get closer. Perfect. Perfect. Oh no, he got perfect, but he didn't. He made the 6. Does he have the combination 2-3? I think he's got the 2-3 in the side now.
I don't know, but if I was Dennis, I'd take a couple of seconds here to regroup.
Yeah, he's not feeling real good, and he needed to win an easy game there, because now it gets tricky. But if he makes the 3 in the side, I think he'll have the 2 in the corner where the cue ball is.
Can't get too aggressive.
Oh, he went right in a drink. Oh, Mike Dechaine likes it, but he can't believe it. That was a pretty bad shot. That was a pretty bad shot. They're all open. Mike Dechaine is on the hill. This match could be over with.
It was a bad shot. He was looking to catch the rail and trap him up behind the 8 and wound up going right into the hole. Bringing Mike Dechaine to the table with ball in hand with 6 balls left. He's going to punish you. No trouble on the table whatsoever. Nothing even touching a rail.
All right, he's got to get good on that
4.
4, because he wants to hold it for the 7.
Uh-oh.
He didn't get good. He's over the top, and it's a little thinner than he'd like.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to have trouble getting out here.
Plus the 7 being down that side of the table, too.
Yeah,
He's got a lot of trouble ahead of him.
Yeah, if he makes this, he's going to have a tough shot on the 7. I don't think he could roll this and hold it.
Both players agreeing to call the referee down since he's shooting on from the 2nd story over the 9.
Mike is not happy with what he did there. He's jacking up. What's he doing here? Trying to hit the 7. No, he's going 4 rails to it. What a great shot. Oh, he recovered from the bad position. That's a sign of a champion. He knows that Dennis only needs a couple games, and he's on the hill, so I think it's about over.
I took my eye off the table for a second. I was getting an update for the 4 p.m. match.
You took your
eye off the table, yeah.
You owe one.
Yes, I do. Thanks, Danny. Well, you got more moves than a ghost. I'll update you on the 4 p.m. match after this set here. Mike on the hill, on the verge of closing the set out. And he does it. Mike Dechaine just put Dennis Hatch on the 1-loss side, defeating Dennis Hatch by a score of 9-6. Just let me give you an update for the 4 p.m. match. We have Gary Krebs versus Verona and Adoni. So Verona is going to play on the TV table at 4 p.m. against Gary Krebs. Folks, it's been real. We're going to take a short break, and we're going to get back to you as soon as possible.
And who do we have now?
That's the 4 p.m. match. Gary Krebs. That's not the next match. That's 4 p.m.
Oh.
Gary Krebs and Verona are going to be playing on here. And we got the next match coming up at 2. Do we have any lineup on the 2 o'clock match yet?
All right, whatever it is, it's going to be a good match, folks. So we'll see you in a little while. So we'll close right now.
Be right back at you.